So what I did, from the Kaplan series of this preparation book, SAT subject test mathematics level 2, I simply pick up the real practice test, and this is 50 tasks, and I solve and explain each task. And the most valuable stuff, not only that here it's actually all material what you need to know for the SAT subject test mathematics, but also that each task actually explain in detail during the 2 maximum 3 minutes. So like the hour what you will be given, on the real practice test, and you will have this hour. During the same hour you will get all information and like explanation how to solve it, and this is 50 tasks. Next 50 tasks taken from this book what you see, and simply explain task by task. It's regular mathematics level 2 subject test. So the most interesting on this session is that each task will take several minutes, and like during an hour you will get all subject test. Task number 36. You have equation, you should simply need to rewrite it and get the answer. So I find out that cosinus of the angle you can rewrite like 1 divided on sinus of the same angle. And afterwards I rewrite and simplify the equation that it will be similar to equation on the divider. And if we put this equation to the whole formula, you will see that this is going out, and you left only with this minus sign. I put it here, minus sign and sinus of the angle. So the answer is C here, and again you need simply to manipulate freely with equation how depends sinus of the same angle to cosinus of the same angle. Task number 37. So you have sum of this equation, and from 0 to 5, and you need to find actually what the value of this sum. The solution is very simple. You first put from the k 0 and find out the value 0, 0. Afterwards you put k equal 1, afterwards you put k equal 2, 3, 4, 5 until 5, from 0 until 5, and all together you sum all together, you find minus x, and this is b. The answer is B here. So look, understand, it's very simple. You simply you take the number from 0 until 5 and put it on this equation. So first you doing that, and afterwards multiplication, and you get the answer. Task number 38, and given the function and what it's equal, and asking if all this equation is true or false. So what will be the true equation in case you know the value of this function? Actually he is playing with signs, and you can see very shortly that how I did it, and actually most what you need to know here that minus x in the cube equal minus value, negative value. Like negative value in the cube equal negative value. Opposite to on the quadrat, it will be positive value, always will be positive value. So the solution, you can see the solution of this task. I simply put each answer and try to put the value of function and to see what's going on. So for example, f minus x equal minus x in the cube, and from right side it's from simply x, and this is x in the cube. Minus x in the cube and x in the cube, of course, they're not equal, and this is false. The same way I go in further and try like to check every answer, and I come that only answer C it's true, because if we put sign minus sign, I mean negative value inside the function, it will be the same that we put the minus sign outside the function, and this is the only the true equation here, so answer C. Number 39. So we need to find out the limit of the two equations, one divided on another, and you can like think that or you can put x equal 1. If you put x equal 1, it's very simple to see that it will be 0 and 0, but you should find the answer, so where they go in this equation. So as I already told, that if you put x even 1, you will see that this is 0 and 0, and you can think that the answer here like limit doesn't exist. But it's wrong, because to find the answer you need to make this equation simpler. How to do it? You write the first part and second part, and you will see that they have mutual part of equation. So if you delete it, you will see the more simpler style, and if you put here x, you will see that actually this equation limit go into minus 0.8, and this is the answer B. This is right answer. Task 40. So they ask you to find the function that depend of x in case you're given the previous function the data of 3. So this is the figure, and here is the interesting trick. You should understand what you're doing. And here's the answers. So we will do it right now. So look what I wrote here. Again, keep in mind that you should take here function on function. It means not number 3 became its x, but not became x of the first function. It became like x of the previous function, and we can watch now on the graph, and you see that number 3 you have y equal minus 2, and now the y equal minus 2, the minus 2 became the x. It means you first should find what you're asking here, it's to find the fx, and in case that fx of f of 3, not simply fx of f3. So you can find here the value of the if x equal 3, and this is minus 2, and afterwards you should put on the place of x minus 2 and find the value of x, and this is 0, and 0, the answer is C.